I'm Edie Lush and I'm here in the Hub Culture Pavilion in Davos. Very pleased now to be joined by Martin Richenhagen. Thanks so much for coming.
Good morning. Thank you to have me.
President, Chairman and CEO of AGCO, Fortune 292 company.
Exactly.
Now tell me a little bit about why you're here in Davos.
Well, we are a manufacturer of farm equipment, and we have a project in Davos which is called New Vision for Agriculture, and we participate in this. It's a kind of discussion between farm equipment makers, farmers, politicians, guys like Monsanto, Bayer, Crop Science and so on, about the question how can we help with basically feeding that growing world population.
So we have an issue where there's more demand than supply. How does the farming equipment help with that? Well,
of course, you can increase productivity because we have not too much soil available in the future. So every day we lose about 100 hectares of farmland globally. So that due to infrastructure, building of roads and so on, urbanization. And so that means farming has to become more efficient. In some parts of the world, this can be done simply through mechanization because they're still farming like we did in Europe maybe 200 years ago.
Right. And how do you go in and teach people how to change their ways?
Well, a focus for our company, mainly for the Massey Ferguson brand, is Africa. And the African population right now is 1 billion people. And as you know, we have already a food security problem over there. Population will double within the next 20 years. And so we were quite innovative in a way that we bought a farm in Zambia and use it as a training facility. We call it a demonstration farm. We invite farmers, dealers, politicians, students in order to demonstrate, show them and train them in modern farming.
And how are they able to afford it? Is it not more expensive?
Well, you know that a lot of money is available. Some countries do have funds already because they have oil production or mining. And then you have a lot of donor money coming into the countries, sometimes wasted. We think it's much better to invest it in farm equipment. The old story from Desmond Tutu, trying to teach people to fish instead of giving them fish to eat. So that's our approach.
And tell me, you're in Algeria as well. Does that worry you at all?
It does a little bit. So we opened a factory in December. I was there for the groundbreaking. It's a very old state-owned factory and they desperately needed technology. We are now in a 50-50 joint venture there. Fortunately, we are not in an area which is concerned or let's say regarding the political problems. They're not so much inside Algeria. They're coming from outside Algeria, basically from the desert where those tribes and those terrorists seem to have found a new home.
One final question. Do you deal with water security at all as well?
Yes, water security is very, very important. So you need, let's say, the less water you use up in farming, the better it is. And we have, for example, in the distribution of pesticides, we have special equipment which is using a very small amount of water. We work together with companies in the seeding business to develop corn and soybeans using less water. So I think you will be surprised what we will launch very soon.
Thank you so much for coming in, Martin, here into the Hub Culture Pavilion.
Thank you very much.
In Davos, I'm Edie Lush.